Hey, there you go. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
What do you believe in? Can I see Yahuwah.
Hey, yeah, Yahuwah. You know who Yahuwah is?
Yeah,
Who is Yahuwah?
yeah, it's the Father,
That's the Father. Who's the Son?
Yeshua.
Nope. John 5:43. I come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him you shall receive. Yeshua is also. We were just going through this, but Yeshua is Babylonian Hebrew, which this world
He's
calls
pushing
Aramaic.
Paleo Hebrew. He believes in the old name.
Yeah, I believe in the language that was created and
It
was
doesn't
given
matter
for.
about old or modern Hebrew, it's still Hebrew.
Oh, it does. It absolutely does, my friend. You can say it doesn't, but again, Psalm 74 verse 18 is you're be considered a fool for blaspheming the Most High or and the Messiah's name, since they are one.
Okay, so so people use Old English back in the day. So if I use modern English, is that bad? Because I'm
If
using
you
modern English.
yeah, so if you use anything that's not his name, unfortunately, you're not saved. I'm sorry.
No, so yeah, he's pushing that. Yeah, I can see. Like you got that whole John 5 twisted like crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
It's
oh, I
talking
got
about
John. Oh, okay.
The Jesus guy comes in his own name. If you use Yeshua, Yehoshua, or
Nope,
it's just you're good. Or if you even use Joshua, you're good. Just don't use Jesus. The Father's name is Jehovah, or you can say
nope,
Yahuwah.
nope.
They
It's not
just
Jehovah, my
don't
friend.
say Jesus. You're
It's not
good.
Jehovah, my friend. That's blasphemous. Yeshua is also blasphemous, my friend.
Uh,
So,
okay, let's see if okay. So I'm pretty sure you eat clean and you don't celebrate pagan holidays, right?
yep.
So you keep the feast.
Currently in captivity, but I do know people who keep the feast. I observe them.
Oh,
But I know when to observe with. But I keep the Ten Commandments and Direct Law. That's what I pretty much preach bare minimum.
so like yeah, cause like where it says that we cannot do the feast on a profane land, cause like
Yep,
literally mystery Babylon
yep.
and like it says, but if it were to be kept, it would be kept in Jerusalem where God put His name. And but like these are not these,
Now that I think about it, Paul was they're being held in oppression by Rome, and he kept the feast. But yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. I don't even have the money to keep the feast. I literally am broke right now, like pure broke. But yeah, no, when it comes to the Ten Commandments, the law, I preach who the true Messiah is. I expose the lies. Basically, it is what it is.
yeah. So you keep the Sabbath, right?
Yeah, my Sabbath fall on pagan Wednesday to Thursday night. I don't keep Saturday Sabbath. Saturday Sabbath is pagan.
So when is the Sabbath?
Well, this month it falls on the pagan Wednesday to Thursday
Why you have to say pagan this?
because literally every single day and every month is named after a pagan deity. And
Wait.
say,
I got a question. So wait, who created the first 7 days? God or man?
God created nothing.
Guess you gotta go back to Genesis, like Genesis 1, bro.
Yeah, Yahweh Elohim created the heaven and the earth. Okay, what next? God, Isaiah 65 verse 11. When you read in the Hebrew, because your English Bibles will translate it because they don't want you knowing this. Isaiah was rebuking two Babylonian deities. One is named Meni, which your Bible will translate to that number is a deity of luck. And then, or sorry, of luck. And then the other one is in Hebrew pronounced Gad, which is where you get the name God. Same pronunciation. And then when you read, obviously you guys might not accept Enoch, but when you read First Enoch 69 verse 6 to 7, you'll find out that Gadreel, which is a fallen angel's name, is who led Eve astray. Then we understand that we go to Revelation 12:9. For the great dragon is cast out, the serpent who is called Satan, and he has deceived this whole world. I mean, even Muslims, they say they pray to God. They seem to pray to Lord, and I just find that ridiculous. That's actually what helped me come out of Christianity was I could just see the pagan similarities within these three biggest world religions.
The
Uh,
God, like for God, that's just a title for Him. Like,
no,
but
no,
you have to use the capital G.
so,
But for
so you,
the other
I know,
gods,
yeah.
the other pagan
People,
gods, use
I
lowercase
know,
g.
I know. You believe that. You were taught that. Greek
No,
and
no,
Roman
it's a title.
philosophy through because of this world, indoctrination has taught you that. You're using the same strawman argument that people use when I tell them that LORD means BAAL, and they don't understand that. They say, "Oh, well, L capital LORD." There was no lowercase and capital in ancient Hebrew language.
You're going too far, right?
I'm not, my friend. Jeremiah 6, verse 16 to 18. Seek the ancient ways, for it is good, and you'll find rest for your soul. And then it goes on to tell how these people don't want to seek the ancient ways. They rather stay in their ways. Sorry, I felt like I got a hiccup. They want to stay in their ways, and they just don't want to go on their ways. And it's just like, same thing going on today, man. Like, you tell people, hey, Torah is the way, the truth, and the life. That's why Messiah was literally the Word made flesh. He didn't go against Torah. He never told you to go against Torah. And people sit here and say, nah, it's nailed to the cross, bro.
Okay,
I'm like, who told you that?
Wait, do you follow the law of Moses?
It is not called the law of Moses. It's the law of the Most High. It was revealed to Moses, given through Moses.
There's many names. There's the Mosaic law, the law of Moses, the law of sin and death. We can use whatever one.
I'm talking about Torah. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, which has been translated into the word law. So when you just say law, I just think of the word Torah, which means instruction.
Okay, the Mosaic law. Do you think it was nailed to the cross?
Not according to Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 to 19.
Okay, then tell me what Colossians 2:14 says.
Oh, yes, let's go to Paul, false apostle. Woohoo. Okay, what is Colossians chapter 2?
Apostle.
Yeah.
So now, see? That's why I get a question. So
No, I know.
now we're getting the reasons why
Okay, Colossians 2
we're
what?
denying God's prophets.
Colossians 2 what?
2:14, blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, nailing it to the cross. So it's gone.
Okay,
Boom.
so he's talking about the law, right?
Boom. Yeah.
So he's talking about
The 613 laws.
Okay, so does Paul contradict himself?
Never.
He said, Paul is a false apostle because he doesn't understand Paul, so he throws him out. Who are you talking to me? Huh.
What?
I'm the one that's preaching the law. I'm the one that's telling you to keep Torah. Huh, okay.
You gotta keep the Old and New.
No, that's, huh?
You gotta keep the Old Testament and New Testament.
What changes, bro? What changes?
There's many things that changes, so gotta be more specific.
Colossians 2:14. Okay, so you read that. So does Paul contradict himself?
No.
Okay. So in Romans chapter 3 verse 31 and in Romans chapter 7 verse 12 does he say he says do we make void the law? No, we establish the law. And then he goes on to say that the law is holy, good, and just, and we should keep it in Romans 7 verses 11 to 13. So is he a liar? Oh wait, he is. Romans 3:7. He admitted to lying. See, I don't like Paul for many reasons. He quoted pagan deities. He admitted to lying. He brought confusion. Even the elders questioned him in Acts 21, made him take a Nazarene vow. He got his ass beat. James, Barnabas, none of the apostles didn't do not a thing about it. Like,
So Moses lied. You can listen to him. David sinned against God. You can listen to him.
Huh?
Like, do you know, like all these servants of God, right? You know they're all sinners, right? So, are you not gonna listen to any of them? Then? Since they said
I'm gonna listen to who was assigned by the Most High. That's what I'm gonna listen to.
Okay, I want to read these two scriptures. This is literally one verse.
Yeah, sure. Is it out of the Messiah or the Tanakh or Torah, bro? Can you at least just give me one or two verses from the Messiah himself, Matthew, Mark, or John? Luke was, I don't even know, we can talk about Luke another time, but Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, I'll accept Luke for now, but out of even those four Gospels, or the Tanakh, or the Torah, can you please give me where your doctrine is, bro?
Bro, the Bible's not just in that one book, it's everywhere.
Okay, so the only way you can get your doctrine is, so it has to be 2 or 3 more witnesses to establish the matter. Can you not get another?
I can do it from the Torah. I can do it straight from the Torah.
Yeah,
Deuteronomy 31:24. Moses tells you the law that he wrote is going to be laid up until the time that it's finished, which is exactly what Yeshua quoted upon the cross in John 19:30.
Yes.
There's one
So you
There's
just,
one. Here's another one. Deuteronomy 5:22. Father wrote the Ten Commandments with his finger, and he added no more. Right? The law that was added, the sacrificial law, the law of Moses, was added because of transgression, proven in Galatians 3:19.
Yeah,
Mm.
and also in Galatians
so,
2:21.
so you're okay. Okay. You
It's-
do know that what?
I
You
just
do know
want
that
to
what?
say this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says in Galatians 2:21, it says, "I do not frustrate the grace of God, for righteousness came by the law, then Christ is dead in vain." And then Galatians, where is it?
So yeah, I got a question. Can you eat pork?
Huh?
You can't eat pork.
No.
You can't eat pork because of the Rainbow Covenant, which was established with Noah. Right?
Okay.
Noah.
Hold on. So
Yeah,
so
go
that's
ahead.
not so it's outside the Ten Commandments, right?
Well, it existed before the Ten Commandments.
Wait.
The Rainbow Covenant.
Wait,
hold on.
thou shalt not covet, right? Why are you coveting after God said you're not allowed to eat it? That's covetousness. So yeah, you are breaking the Ten Commandments.
Bro, what?
Yeah, because if you're coveting after God, I mean, if you're wait, if you're coveting after what God said not to eat, and for some reason you want to eat it when He told you not to eat it, that's covetousness.
That's not what he's saying, bro. He's not. He's asking. He's asking because we're saying the law of Moses is done away with. He's asking if we can eat pork because Moses was the one that ate pork, or Moses was the one that wrote Leviticus. What is it, 19, 16, something around there, about the what we can and can't eat. But that law, that understanding, was established way back in Noah's generation, right? Noah took 7 pairs of clean animals on the ark and only a pair of unclean animals. And at the end of the flood, he sacrificed a clean animal, giving a sweet-smelling aroma to the Father, signifying that covenant. So in Ephesians 2:12, it tells us there's 2 covenants of promise that we must keep in order to be God's people. The first one is the Holy Covenant, the Ten Commandments, and the second one is the Rainbow Covenant, which was given to Noah, which is why we eat clean, which is proven in Isaiah 65 and 66, because in the end time generation, we're going to be destroyed for eating pork or swine's flesh if we're doing so.
That's what I was about to bring up. That's good to know.
Yeah. So it's not just the fact that Moses wrote it, but that Rainbow Covenant has been established since the beginning, which is why Moses reiterated what we can and can't eat. But the law that God wants us to follow is the Holy Covenant, the Ten Commandments. That's the only one He ever wanted us to follow, bro.
Yeah,
Like
hold on, and let me just tell you, that's what I mainly preach. So I mainly preach that the ceremonial laws, we don't have a temple, we can't travel to Jerusalem, etc. We can't do that. We're held in captivity. So I mainly preach on the Ten Commandments and doctrine laws. So I understand where you're coming from.
And I got a question. Do you still see a rainbow in the sky then to there?
Yeah, absolutely. And also, the Bible's real.
That literally shows that the Rainbow Covenant is still here.
Also shows the Bible's real. I love it. Genesis 9.
You can be like, oh, so why is? Can you tell me why that rainbow's there? They're gonna probably go into some scientific shit or some like freaking mythology shit.
I've seen 4 different scientists who are very widely accepted and widely loved all say different answers scientifically of why there's a rainbow in our firmament. Anyways, so okay, I want to make something clear real quick. So you have Yahs for every name, right? So you have Yah. You know the Father's name starts with Yah, and that's good. I'm just gonna let you know right now, Yeshua is Babylonian Hebrew, what this world calls Aramaic. Yes, it was commonly spoken in the time of Messiah. Yes, he spoke Aramaic. Yes, but he also spoke, wrote, and knew Hebrew. There's no way he was going to the synagogues, taking from the scroll of Isaiah and just not knowing Hebrew. Also, he's Yahuwah in the flesh. I'm pretty sure he knows what he sent out in his word. Okay, but
you got a couple errors there, bro. John 20:17, Yeshua is the Son of God. And he even proclaims that he has a God. They're not the same person, right? Yeshua is the one that was created in the beginning.
No,
and then as far as this language you're pushing, like Zephaniah 3:9 clearly tells us that Father is going to restore the language at the restoration of all things, which is in Acts 3:21, which has not taken place yet. We're in the refreshing of the Holy Covenant. We're not at the restoration of all things yet. So saying Yeshua or Yahusha or however, It's not in error. The commandment, don't take his name in vain. That's when you're blotting his name out for the name of Jesus, which that's 100% the name of Baal.
Or LORD, right? So
that's a title, bro. That's a title.
nope, it's Jeremiah 22.
Lord is
okay.
Jeremiah. What did Sarah call Abraham? Lord.
She called him Adon, which means master or owner. Okay, that's the Hebrew word. I don't like people like that don't let me talk in my own life. That is super, super disrespectful. It really is. Kicking me out for Eric. No, I kicked you out because you were not letting me talk in my own live. You kept on cutting me off. I was trying to have patience. Someone said, let me prove.
Remember, quick to listen, slow to speak.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I don't mind.
Like maybe you should have been quick to listen and just let him speak. Because
me.
I've learned it's best. So sometimes when you shut your mouth and stop talking, I've learned it's best.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Yeah, no worries. Well, I'm much more respectful than my other Mishpachah, bro. I'm much more respectful than them. At least I try to have patience with these people.